So, creating loops using time-based effects. Now, first of all, what do I mean by time-based effects? Think about reverb and delay. These are the main two time-based effects. Essentially, these are effects that give a tail, whether it's a reverb tail or a delay tail. Let me illustrate this dilemma, first of all, with reverb. And bounce this down to audio. Notice because of the reverb tail, it sounds a little bit strange looped over this 1 bar period. And so the next thought might be to maybe bounce this over 2 bars instead. And bounce to audio. So maybe I could loop the second bar. However, that sounds strange for the very first beat. It sounds good looping, but the very first beat sounds simply not right. That reverb tail just doesn't sound good by itself. Therefore, if I want to make a loop with this clap, with this reverb, the only logical conclusion I've come to is to create a 2 bar loop, therefore, giving the user the option to loop the second half something like this, depending on your DAW, of course. Noting the start flag and the loop brace looping the second bar. Hit loop, and now I can loop it through in a way that sounds natural. Now let me show you a different example, this time using delay. A typical hi-hat on the offbeat, which I can then apply a delay to. And similarly bounce down 2 bars of this. Now in this example, the first bar simply doesn't sound that useful, to my ears at least. And therefore, for this example, I just want the second bar. A useful rolling hi-hat loop. And so you always need to consider the specific situation. Do you choose the first bar, the second, or both? Either and or which way, you need to try both and decide. Now, yes, some DAWs try to automate this idea. In Ableton, it's called render as loop. However, I personally think you should do it manually just to double check and make sure everything's working correctly.